Now let us move on to the next problem. Question number 23. This is not your examination question, but I definitely want to discuss this question because it's a very beautiful question. Now let us read the question and understand what are the important key points that we need to analyze in this particular question. Now the question says, in the given figure below, ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, let us write a parallelogram initially. Although the diagram is already given in this particular question, I will write it once again so that we will understand it better. There is a parallelogram called as ABCD. That is my point number 1. M and N are the midpoints of sides AB and CD respectively. Now, there are two midpoints of two sides. One of the midpoint of side AB is nothing but M. And the other midpoint for side CD, it is nothing but N. Diagram is not drawn to the scale, although it do not look like the midpoints of two sides according to the diagram what I have written. But the question says these two are the midpoints. Your question is, what is the ratio of shaded to the unshaded region? What is the ratio of shaded to the unshaded region? That means they have drawn a diagram. Let us complete the diagram, whatever they have drawn. So this particular thing they have drawn, and they have drawn or they have joined B and N. That is the second point. Next thing is they have joined M and D, and they have joined M and C. So this is nothing but the representation of the diagram which is given in the question. But in the question what they are shading is this particular triangle they are shading, which I am marking in red color. This particular quadrilateral they are shading. So that also I marked it in red color, and this particular part they are shading. This also I have marked it in red color. That means your question is, find the ratio of shaded portion to the unshaded portion, or in simple language, in the given diagram, find the ratio of red color portion to the white color portion. White color portion is not shaded, red color portion is shaded. I need to find the ratio of those two. Now it is very simple. We can easily analyze this particular question in this way. Now can I say that this particular, suppose if I name these points as, let me name these points as P, and let me name this particular point as Q. Now MPNQ is a quadrilateral, right? MPNQ is a quadrilateral. Now I can also say that the two diagonals of a parallelogram divide the quadrilateral into 4 equal areas. That means, can I say that if I join from A to C, that is the diagonal of a parallelogram, or if I join from B to D, that is another diagonal of the parallelogram, or because M and N are the midpoints, let me join these 2 points M and N also, right? Let me join these 2 points M and N. Now if I join these 2 points M and N, there will again be a new parallelogram that is formed. That parallelogram is nothing but AMND, right? AMND is a parallelogram. That means, let me write it here for your better understanding. AMND, it is my first parallelogram. Now what are the diagonals of this parallelogram? AN is one diagonal and MD is the other diagonal. Now that means there are two diagonals for this parallelogram AMND. The two diagonals are AN and MD, and we know a very important key point saying that diagonals of a parallelogram will divide the parallelogram into 4 equal areas. That means if this particular area APM, if I called it as area A, the particular area of APD is also A. Similarly, PDN area will also become the same value A, and MPN value also become the same value N. That means the diagonals of a parallelogram will divide the entire parallelogram into 4 equal areas. Similarly, there is another parallelogram. What is that second parallelogram which you can already see here? The second parallelogram is, it is MBCN, right? I will write it at the top here. MBCN is another parallelogram, right? This is my second parallelogram, and the diagonals of this parallelogram are MC and BN, right? MC and BN. MC and BN are its diagonals. Same logic, I'll tell you once again whatever I have told you just 1 minute before, a diagonal, two diagonals of a parallelogram will divide the parallelogram into 4 equal areas. That means because M and N are midpoints, whatever, and if I am joining those two midpoints M, N, whatever the left hand side parallelogram I have, right hand side parallelogram will also be absolutely the same value or having the same area. That means if this particular area is A, MQB area will also be A, MQN also will be A, QNC will also be A, QCB will also be A. That means the four diagonals or the two diagonals of this parallelogram is dividing that particular parallelogram into 4 equal areas, and because M and N are midpoints, whatever the area you have on the left side of the parallelogram, right hand side parallelogram should also have the same area. Now it is very easy to find right now. Find the area of shaded region to the unshaded region. Let us take the shaded portion initially. Shaded portion is this is A, this also is A, this particular red color portion is also A, and the last red color portion is also A. So it is A added 4 times. Shaded portion is 4 times of area. Similarly, unshaded portion, let me circle unshaded portion in green color. So this is nothing but capital A marked in green color. This also is capital A. This is capital A. This also is capital A. That means unshaded portion is also 4A. 4A is to 4A is nothing but 1:1. That means answer for this question is option A. Answer for my 23rd question, which may not be an examination question, but I definitely wanted to discuss this question because I believe that this is a very good question to be discussed. Answer for this is 4A divided by 4A, or it is nothing but 1:1. I hope the idea is very clear with this question. ಪ್ಯಾಂಟು ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾರೆ ಅವಾಗ ನೀನು ಕ್ಲಿಯರಾಗಿ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನೀನು ಫುಲ್ಲು ಶೇರ್ವಾಣಿ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಶರ್ಟು ಪ್ಯಾಂಟು ಎರಡೂ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಂಗೆ ಅವಾಗ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಥರನೇ ಸೂಟಿಗೆ ಪ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ತಾನೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲಿಲ್ವಾ? ಬರೀ ಕೋಟ್ ಸಾಕ ನಿಂಗೆ? ಸೂಟ್ ಅದೇ ನಾನು ರಿಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸೂಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, ಅದಲ್ಲಿಲ್ವಾ? ಅಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಎತ್ತಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಮನೇಲಿ. ಅದು ನಾನು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅದು ಕೋಟ್ ಥರನೇ ಜನರಲ್, ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಶರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇಂದುವರೆಗೂ ಏನು ಯೂಸೇ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು. ಹಾಂ ಅದೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮೀ. Next, question number 24. Very good question. If you see the source of this question, this is your original CAT 1997 examination question. Yes, it was way long before it was asked, but I still believe that you need to understand the logic of solving a CAT examination question. Now, see here, sir. Let us read the question initially, understand it, and then execute it in the most beautiful way possible. Now, see here. Your question says, in triangle ABC, okay, left hand side, right hand side itself, they have given a diagram. ABC is a triangle. PQR are the midpoints of sides AB and AB, CA, BC and CA respectively. That means midpoint of AB is P. Yes, midpoint of AB is P. Midpoint of BC is Q. Midpoint of BC is Q. This is marked incorrect here. Midpoint of BC should be Q here, right? Let us change it. It should be Q. Next, midpoint of CA is R. That means AC midpoint. This particular point is given in the question as R. Now your next statement is, if area of that outer triangle ABC is 20 square units, that means that orange color triangle, whatever it is shown in the right side of the screen, the area of the outer triangle is given as 20 square units. Find the area of the inner triangle. Inner triangle is the triangle PQR, which is represented in green color in this particular diagram. Now see here, this is very easy way of solving. One of the reason this question happens to be so easy because P, Q and R are the midpoints of AB, BC and CA respectively. Because PQR are the midpoints, it is given in the question that area of triangle ABC is 60 square units. If the area of triangle ABC is 60 square units, I can easily say from this that area of triangle PQR, that means this particular triangle ABC is given and PQR are midpoints. That means the area of triangle APR, if I take it as small a units, PQB will also be small a because P is the midpoint. QRC will also be small a because Q and R also are the midpoints. That means in simple language I can say that if these three are A and A square units respectively, this particular triangle PQR, because PQ and R are the midpoints of this triangle, of this outer triangle, that also will be small a. That means in a very easy language I can say that because all the three midpoints are given, total area 60 is divided into 4 equal parts. Sorry, not 60 sir, total area how much it is? 20. Question says it is not 60, it is 20, or let us change it as 20. So it is not 60, I wrote it incorrect here, so this should be 20. It is given in the question that area of outer triangle ABC is 20. Total area of 20 is divided into 4 equal parts. 20 divided by 4 is, it is 5 square units. Answer for this question is 5 square units. You might get a doubt, sir, what if PQR are not the midpoints of this outer triangle ABC? That kind of question, in fact this kind of question along with what if PQR are not midpoints, both are already discussed in our geometry class. Kindly refer to the videos of geometry. You will be able to understand what if PQR are not the midpoints and how to solve such kind of question. That also is already discussed. You can refer to that particular video so that you will get a very clear clarity how you can solve it if PQR are not the midpoints of this particular triangle. ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಅದು? ಅದು ನೀನು ಎಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು, ಅದು ನಿನಗೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಎಳಿಬೇಕು, ಅದು ನನಗೂ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಎಳಿಯೋದು ಅಂತ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಹಂಗೆ ಬರೋದು ಇದು ಪ್ಯಾಂಟ್, ಅದು ಅದಕ್ಕೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಬೆಸ್ಟು, ಇದಕ್ಕಾದರೆ ನೀನೊಂದು ಶೂಸ್ ತೊಗೊಬೇಕು. ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲ ಶೂಸ್, ಅದು ಇದೆಯಾ? ಶೂಸ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಅದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಂ, ಸೊ ಆ ಶೂಸು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಥದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತಲೇ ಶೂಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಹಾಕೊಂಡಾಗ ನಿನಗೇನು ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇದು ಆಡಾಗಿ ಕಾಣಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ನೀನು ತೊಗೊಂಡೋಗಿರಿ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ, ನನಗೇನು ಹೆಂಗಿರೋ ನಾನೇನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ನೀನು ತೊಗೊಂಡೋಗಿರಿ, ಯಾವ್ದು ನಿನಗೆ ಸೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ನೀನು ಹಾಕೋ. ನಿನಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಫುಲ್ಲು ಸೂಟ್ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೂ ನಂದು ರಿಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸೂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಆದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪಂಗೆ ಹೇಳು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳು, ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅವರೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದೂ ತೊಗೊಂಡೋಗಿರು. ಹೆಂಗಿದ್ರು ನಾನೇನು ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ, ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಅಕೇಶನ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಗಿಲೇಜ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸಿನವೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಬಟ್ ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೇನಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದೂ ತೊಗೊಂಡೋಗಿರಿ. ನಿಂಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬೇಕೋ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡು, ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೀನೇನು ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಿಧಾನಕ್ಕೆ ತಂದುಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ. Next, question number 25. Again a very beautiful question. Original SSC CGL 2017 Tier 2 question which occurred in the year 2018 in the month of March. Now see here sir, let us understand this question and solve it. Your question says PQRS is a parallelogram. Yes, it is given in this question. On the right side of the screen it is given in the diagram. The green color box PQRS is a parallelogram, that is clear, and its area is 300 centimeters square, right? Area of the triangle, quadrilateral or the parallelogram PQRS is nothing but 300 centimeters square, that is clear. Side PQ is extended to X, that means I have side PQ, there is a side called as PQ. That side PQ is extended to X, right? That is extended to X. That means I will extend the same straight line so that that particular straight line will meet at a point called as X, such that PQ is equal to QX. Now, how am I extending that particular line PQ? Whatever the dimensions I have for PQ, the same dimension should be there for QX also. Although the diagram is not looking like that, it is given in the question that PQ is equal to QX. That means, in simple language, Q is the midpoint of PQX straight line. Q is the midpoint of a straight line PX. That is what we will understand from this. Next, if XS intersect QS at Y, if XS, there is a line called as XS. Yes, this orange color line is what I am representing here. If XX intersects QS at point called as Y. Now, this particular line XS, it is intersecting QR. It is not QS here. It is intersecting this line called as QR at a point called as Y. Yes, it is intersecting at a point called as Y. What is the area in centimeter square of triangle SYR? There is a triangle called as SYR. This particular triangle on the right side of the diagram, I want to find that particular area. Now see here, sir, let us understand statement by statement. Now, if I take this triangle, in triangle PXS, which is the triangle PXS, this bigger triangle, if I take that bigger triangle, I know that Q is the midpoint. Q is the midpoint of line PX, right? Q is the midpoint of line PX. If I take that line PX, Q is the midpoint. Why it is midpoint? Because it is given in the question that PQ and QX values are absolutely the same. That is the reason it is midpoint. And it is also known that, looking into the diagram, you can easily identify that straight line QY is definitely parallel to the base PS, right? QY is definitely parallel to PS, because this line QY is definitely parallel to this line PS, and because this point Q is the midpoint of PX, I can conclude that Y is the midpoint of XS. This particular line XS is there, right? For that particular line, this point Y acts as a midpoint. Why it will act as a midpoint? Because Q is the midpoint of PX. That is first reason. And the second very important reason is QY is parallel to PS. If it was not parallel, it wouldn't have been the midpoint. Because it is parallel to PS, that Y will act as the midpoint of XS. Now, and I can also say right now that area of triangle XQY, which triangle it is? XQY. Where is Y? Okay, this particular XQY, area of this triangle XQY is nothing but equal to, if I take this XPS, outer triangle XPS, area of this triangle XPS, whatever it is there, this XQY will be 1/4 of it. Why it will be 1/4? Because Q is the midpoint, Y is the midpoint. Simple. And I can also say that area of triangle SYR, that is something which they are asking. Now this becomes area of quadrilateral QRSP, or it is PQRS in simple. That means area of quadrilateral PQRS, now we know that it is 300. What is 1/4 of 300? 1/4 of 300 is 75. Answer for this question is 75 centimeter square, which is nothing but option A. I hope it is very clear. One last time I am explaining before moving on to next problem. XQ is equal to PQ because of that Q is the midpoint, and I know that QY is parallel to PS. Because of that, y is the midpoint, and if y becomes the midpoint of xs, area of xqy will be 1/4 of area of xps, and therefore I can also say SYR area will be 1/4 of PQRS quadrilateral area, and quadrilateral area is given in the question as 300. 1/4 of 300, final answer will become 75 centimeter square. I hope the idea is very clear for each and every student who is listening to this particular class. ನಮ್ಮಪ್ಪನ ಕೇಳು ಬೇಕಾರೆ ಸುಟ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾರೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ಲಿ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಬಾಯ್ Another original SSC CGL Tier 2 2017 question. Let us understand and solve it right now, sir. See here. In the given figure, question number 26. In the given figure, PQR is an equilateral triangle with side as 12 centimeter. That means PQ will be 12, QR will be 12, RP will also be 12. That is point number 1. Next, S and T are the midpoints of PQ and PR respectively. Yes, again the diagram is not looking like that. Do not worry too much about the diagram which is there on the right side of the screen, sir. What they are actually saying is S and T are midpoints. That means you should understand that this PS and QS values are same, PT and QTR values are same. That is what you should understand basically. What is the area of the shaded region? That means green color shaded portion area, I need to find it. Area of that is what I need to find. Now, it is also a very easy question, but a very beautiful question at the same time. Now, can I say that this S and T are the midpoints? Okay, let me write the diagram if you really want me to write it, so that we will try to make that S and T as midpoints of two sides PQ and PR. Now, if I take this midpoint somewhere here as S, if I take this midpoint somewhere here as T, now S and T are the midpoints, and I have a diagram. Okay, that means they are actually joining QT here, they are actually joining SR here. That means this particular ST midpoints also they have joined, and this intersection point I will call it as O, for example, right? I will call it as O. That means this shaded portion OQR triangle area is what they are asking, right? Their area, they are asking the area of triangle OQR. Now, can I say that because S and T are the midpoints of this triangle PQR, very easily I can say that this particular line SR, this particular line SR is one particular line, and the other particular line is QT, right? SR and QT. What are these two SR and QT? These two lines SR and QT are nothing but the medians of this triangle PQR. Because S and T are midpoints, medians means what? I will take this particular point R. From R, I will draw a line to the opposite of R. What is the line which is opposite to R? Line which is opposite to R is PQ. I will draw a line SR, and that S should be the midpoint of PQ. That is nothing but a median. Similarly, QT also. That means can I say in a similar fashion, can I say that if I join this line, for example, I will call it as some other letter, for example, U. PU is also a median, right? PU is also a median, and this particular point of intersection of all the three medians, O, I named it as O. O in this particular question is what, sir? It is nothing but the centroid. We all know all these things, right? It is nothing but the centroid. That means I can definitely say like this, this centroid O divides the entire median PU in the ratio 2:1. That means PO value will be 2, OU value will be 1. That means PO is to OU, the ratio is 2:1. I hope you are understanding, sir. PO is to OU ratio is 2:1. That means PO value is 2, OU value is 1. Or I can also say that OU, sorry, not OM, sir, it is OU, right? OU value is nothing but 1 unit, and entire PU value is nothing but 2 plus 1, 3 units. OU is to PU is 1:3, right? OU is to PU is 1:3. That means I can definitely say that the height of this shaded triangle OQR, the height of that is OU. OU is nothing but 1 unit. Height of the shaded triangle is 1 unit. Height of the outer triangle PQR is how much? 3 units. That means, can I say that the base of triangle PQR is QR? The base of triangle OQR is also QR. That means, I already thought this kind of problems for you. Then triangle PQR is having the base QR. Triangle OUR is also having the same base UR. That means, sorry, not UR, sir, QR. PQR is having base QR. OQR is also having the same base QR. That means QR is the common base, or QR is the base for both the triangles. That means in simple language I can say that base is constant or base is same. If the base of a triangle is same, area of the triangle is directly proportional to height. All these things we have already learnt in basic questions. Area of the triangle is directly proportional to height. That means area of triangle PQR divided by area of triangle, which is the other triangle they are asking, sir, QOR. This is nothing but height of triangle PQR. Height of triangle PQR is how much? Height of triangle PQR is nothing but what is that? PU, right? It is nothing but PU. So height of triangle PQR is nothing but PU. PU value is 3 divided by height of triangle QOR value. This shaded triangle height is nothing but 1. But are they asking you the area ratio, sir? No. They are not asking you the area ratio. They are asking you the area of this shaded triangle QOR. That is what they are asking you. But do you know the value of PQR area? No. You don't know the value of PQR area directly given in the question. But I know that PQR is an equilateral triangle. Area of an equilateral triangle is, it is √3 by 4 into side square. Side is nothing but 12. So this is 4 into 3. So divided by 1, right? Sorry, divided by this 1 is nothing but what it is? Area of triangle QOR, right? It is nothing but triangle QOR. That means triangle QOR ratio, area will be 3 also will cancel out, sir. Area of triangle QOR will be equal to, it is √3 into 12. Answer for this question is 12 root 3. Very, very important, beautiful question which had come in the year 2018, where it will teach you once again the concept called as, if the base of two triangles are same, then the area of that area of that triangles, or the ratio of the area of the triangles, will be proportional to their ratio of their heights. If the base is constant, then area is proportional to height. That is the same concept we have used here, sir. We will see this kind of concept everywhere, wherever either base is constant or the height is constant. As of now, this question caters to base being constant, and we have already solved some questions wherein height is constant. I hope this question which was asked in 2018 is very, very clear for you people. Now, before moving on to my next problem, I have already discussed this key point, sir. What is that key point? If two triangles are drawn on the same base, if two triangles are drawn on the same base and between the same pair of parallel lines, if two triangles are drawn on the same pair and between the same pair of parallel lines, then they have the same area, right? Then they have the same area. Sir, it is applicable only for two triangles? Definitely no. Suppose, for example, I took the same example that time also. Let me take the same example for your better understanding. ABCD is a quadrilateral. Now, I want to draw two triangles. First of all, CD and AB are parallel to each other. They are parallel. Same pair of parallel lines, it is saying. Yes, the two pair of parallel lines are AB and CD. Now, what I will do is, I will start with this point A. I will draw a triangle AEB, right? AEB is having the base called as AB, and this particular triangle is drawn between the same pair of parallel lines AB and CD. Now, I will take another triangle. Suppose I will take the triangle as AFB. AFB is a triangle which is drawn on the same base AB once again, and it is drawn between the same pair of parallel lines AB and CD. That means red color and green color triangles are having same area. If I take one more triangle, suppose AGB is also drawn on the same base AB, and it is drawn between the same pair of parallel lines AB and CD respectively. That means all the three red, green and blue color triangles are having the same area. Sir, this you already explained, right, sir? That is what I said. I have already explained it better. And I have taken two questions also based on this. I want to take one more question based on this key point. That is the reason I just revised this for your better understanding. Now, what is that question, sir? See this question. See this beautiful question. Your question is, in triangle ABC, D is the midpoint of AB. Okay, D is the midpoint of AB. That is point number 1. P is any point on BC. Now, P, this point P is any point on BC. That means any point means it may be a midpoint, it may not be a midpoint also. That means you should not assume it as midpoint and solve it. You should probably assume it as a non-midpoint and solve it, such that CQ is parallel to PD. This line CQ is parallel to this line PD, although it is not looking like that in this diagram. CQ is parallel to PD. Okay. If area of triangle ABC is 4 units square, then find the area of triangle BPQ. Outer orange triangle area ABC is 4 units square. BPQ Where is BPQ? BPQ, this triangle, this orange and purple line triangle, I need to find the area. Now see here, sir. Can I say very easily like this? What are you trying to say? Which one you want to say it as very easy, sir? Now, this D is given in the question as the midpoint of AB. Okay. Because D is the midpoint of AB, if I join D and C, that CD will be the median of triangle ABC, right? What is nothing but median? What is the meaning of median? Median is nothing but a straight line drawn from particular vertex, any particular vertex, and it is drawn on to the opposite side. That means if I take vertex as C, if I take vertex as C, opposite side of vertex CD, C is AB. I will join a line which is opposite side of C. That means AB I want to join a line. That particular point D should be the midpoint of AB. It is already given in the question as midpoint. So CD will be the median. Sir, can CQ be the median? CQ may not be the median in this particular question because Q is not the midpoint. Q is not the midpoint. That particular point should be the midpoint of the opposite side. That means CD is a median. Now, because CD is a median, can I also say that area of triangle BDC, this particular triangle BDC area is nothing but equal to area of triangle ADC, right? Which is ADC, sir? ADC is this particular triangle. Why it is so? Because the median divides the entire triangle into two equal areas. That means entire bigger triangle area is 4. Because the median is CD, that CD is dividing into two equal areas. As I am not drawing here. Okay, let me draw it for your understanding if you really want it. This is the CD. There are two triangles right now. One is BDC and the other one is ADC. These two areas will be equal because D is the midpoint and CD is the median. So entire 4 is divided into two equal parts. So BDC will be 2 square units. ADC will also be 2 square units. But unfortunately, in the question they are not asking you the area of BDC beta. If the question was BDC area, the question would have been completed by now and you would have marked it as option D, which is 2 square units. But the question says it is not BDC which I require. I require the area of BPQ. BPQ area I require. Please tell me what the area which I am asking. Don't tell me whatever the area which you require. I am asking BPQ. Tell me the area of that. That is what the question demands you, right? That is what the question demands you. Now, can I also say that area of, okay, let me take this particular part right now. Now, let me take that part, sir. Area of triangle BDC, it is known to us as 2 units. Okay, beautiful, sir. We know that. We know this as 2 units. This entire BDC is 2 units. Now, can I say that that entire BDC, I will shade it as triangle BDP. Triangle BDP is one part of the triangle and triangle PDC. Triangle PDC is the another part of the triangle. That means this is nothing but area of triangle BDP plus area of triangle, another triangle which is the other triangle DPC. If I combine these two triangles, I will get BDC. Right hand side still remains 2 itself. Now I can also say like this. This is the beauty. I will keep this area of triangle BDP as it is. I will write it as it is. Now listen to this very carefully. Can I say that area of triangle DPC, area of triangle DPC is absolutely same as area of triangle DQP. Sir, how are you saying that it is absolutely same? How are you saying that these two areas are same? This is said because of this property, whatever I have written. Read the property once again. If two triangles are having the same base, let us check the first point. DPC, let us check it. DPC, this is my first triangle. DQP, 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 right? This is my second triangle. Can I say that DPC is having the base as DP? The base for that triangle is DP. What is the base for another triangle DQP? DQP also, or DPQ is also having the same base DP. That means first condition is satisfied, saying that the two triangles are drawn on the same base and between the same pair of parallel lines. Now, what are the two parallel lines? CQ. CQ is one of the parallel line. CQ is one of the parallel line and PD is the other parallel line. CQ and PD. This particular line, these two lines are perfectly parallel to each other, although it is not looking like that in the diagram. That means, can I say like this? Can I say that the same base is having for both the triangles and one of the triangle is DPQ? Yes, point Q is lying on this line CQ and that CQ is parallel to PD, right? CQ is parallel to PD and another triangle is DQP. This DQP is again there with the same base called as DP and the other point Q is once again there on the same line CQ. That means they both are drawn on the same line CQ. That means the triangle DPC having same base DP and the other point C is lying on the line which is parallel to PD, right? Similarly, triangle DPQ is having base PD and the other point Q is lying on that parallel line CQ. That means these both areas are 100% same. That means the area of this and the area of this both are same. Now, if I combine these two triangles, what is that I am getting? Triangle BDP is the first triangle, it seems, sir. BDP. Okay, this red color. Let me shade it in black color right now. Okay. Next, DPQ. DPQ means this one. That means continue shading in black color. This entire thing is nothing but triangle BPQ, right? Triangle BPQ, and that triangle BPQ is only what they are asking you in this question. Combination of these two triangle is nothing but triangle BPQ, and the right hand side value still remains the same itself too. Answer for this beautiful question is 2 square units. Again I am repeating the important key point. If two triangles are drawn on the same base and between the same pair of parallel lines, then those two triangles will have the same area. That means there is a triangle called as DPC. Let me draw it in the next screen if you want. This is DPC, right? This is my first triangle. This is my first triangle, and there is another triangle called as DQP or DPQ. Now, this DPQ is nothing but DPQ. DPQ. Q is a point here, right? Q is a point here. This is my second triangle. Now, this DP and CQ are parallel to each other. That means these two triangles are drawn on the same base DP and between the same pair of parallel lines those two are drawn. That means forget about vertex D in triangle, forget about vertex P in triangle, take the other vertex. Other vertex is Q. That Q should lie on the that means on the pair of parallel line. Yes, it is lying on the CQ only. This point C should lie on the pair of parallel line. Yes, it is lying. That means these both will have same area. That is what I am teaching you, sir. I hope I am very, very clear in explaining whatever I am saying you people, sir. Next question. Question number 28. Triangle ABC is the right angled at angle B. Okay, there is a triangle called as ABC. This triangle ABC is right angled at angle B. Okay, beautiful. This is my first statement. AD is to BD is 3 is to 2. AD is to BD is 3 is to 2. Okay, that also is clear for me. Next, CE is to BE is 5 is to 2. CE is to BE, it is 5 is to 2. Beautiful. AFFC is 2 is to 1. AFFC is 2 is to 1. What is the area of triangle ABC? That means area of triangle ABC if area of triangle BDE, this triangle is having 12 square centimeters, right? 12 square centimeter. Now, simple thing is, let me take the ratio, sir. Area of ABC divided by area of BDE. Now, if I take the ratio, area of a bigger triangle ABC is half into base into height. BD is also half into base into height. Now, what is the base of ABC? Base of ABC is AB. AB value is 5. Okay, let me write it. What is the height of ABC? Height of ABC is BC. BC is 5 plus 2, it is 7. Similarly, BDE. BDE. Base is nothing but BD. It is 2. Height is nothing but BE. It is again 2. Now, further if I simplify, half will cancel here and here. This becomes ABC area divided by BDE area is given in the question as 12 is equal to 5 into 7 divided by 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 1, 4 into 3. This is 7 into 5, 35 multiplied with this 3. Answer for this question is 35 into 3, which is 105 centimeter square. Very, very easy question to be solved, sir. Next very important beautiful question number 29. Again, this is your SSC CGL 2017 tier 2 question which occurred in the year 2018 February. Now see here, sir, very good question. Once again, let us concentrate and write down or list out everything what is given in the question. In the given figure, PQR is a triangle. Okay, outer triangle is PQR and quadrilateral ABCD is inscribed in it. Yes, green color quadrilateral ABCD is inscribed in it. QB is equal to 2 centimeter. Yes, it is mentioned here. QC is equal to 5 centimeter. Where is QC, sir? QC is 5, mentioned here. Beautiful. CRE is 3. Let me be little fast. CRE is 3. DRE is 4. DRE is 4. Beautiful. PD is 6. PD is 6. PA is 5. Mentioned. AB is 3. That also is mentioned. That means, can I say that entire QR value is 5 plus 3, 8. Entire PQ value is 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 2, 10. And similarly, entire PR value is 6 plus 4, 10. Right? 6 plus 4, 10. Now, listen to this carefully, sir. I'm so sorry, sir. I'm having little cough actually. No issues. Whoever is editing this video, kindly cut this, sir. I will re-record this question from starting. Now please see question number 29. Original SSC CGL 2017 Tier 2 question which happened in the year February 2018. Now your question says, in the given figure, PQR is a triangle. That outer triangle PQR, orange color triangle, is outside. Quadrilateral ABCD is inscribed in it. Yes, green color quadrilateral ABCD is inscribed in it. QB is 2. Yes, it is mentioned here. QC is 5. Yes, it is mentioned here. CR is 3. Yes, that is also mentioned here. DR is 4. Yes. PD is 6. Mentioned here. PA is 5. Mentioned. AB is 3. That also is mentioned here. That means, can I say that entire QR is 5 plus 3, 8. Entire PQ is 5 plus 3 plus 2, 10. And entire PR is 6 plus 4, 10. That means, in simple language, PQ is 10, PR is also 10. Two sides of a triangle are equal. If two sides of a triangle are equal, then it becomes an isosceles triangle. That means PQR is an isosceles triangle. This is the first key point or an important point that each and every student should understand. PQR is an isosceles triangle. Your question is, what is the area of the green color quadrilateral ABCD? Now let us solve it statement by statement and understand it better, sir. Now see here, sir. Can I say like this? Very easily I can say it. Can I say that area of triangle APD, this particular, now first of all, how will you get this green color part? From the entire outer orange color triangle PQR, remove this smaller triangle APD, remove this smaller triangle BQC, remove this smaller triangle DCR. Now let me give you a hint. That hint says that we already have learnt it. Suppose for example, I will name this angle as theta. Now suppose I will name this triangle as ABC, for example. Opposite side of triangle ABC, opposite side of angle theta is BC. Now forget about that side opposite to the theta. If you forget, take the other two sides. How will I find the area of this? How will I find the area of this triangle? This is nothing but half into, write down that sine of that given angle theta. Sine of the given angle theta is sine theta. Now opposite of theta is BC. Don't take that side BC. If you forget that side BC, the other two sides are AB and AC. Same logic I will implement here also. There is no difference, sir. Same logic. That means for this triangle APD, for this triangle APD, I know this side 5. I know this side 6. That means I will keep my angle theta here. Opposite of theta AD, I will forget about that line AD. Now this triangle will have an area called as half into this particular side is 5, this particular side is 6. So it is 5 into 6, 30 into sine theta. I hope I am making sense, right? Into sine theta. That means area of this triangle is 15 sine theta, right? Area of the triangle is how much, sir? It is 15 sine theta. Let us keep the theta as it is as of now. Let us see how we can eliminate it later. Now that is the area of that smaller triangle. Area of this left side smaller triangle is, this is half into, if I take this particular angle as theta, right? If I take this particular, I am talking about QBC, right? If I take this as theta, Now I can say that half into, forget about this line BC, this is 2, this is 5, so this is 2 into 5 into sine of something, right? Sine theta, for example, right? Sine theta, if I take it as theta, okay, first of all this side is 10, this side is 10, that means opposite to this should be theta and opposite to this should be theta, that means these two angles should be same, right sir? If I take this as theta, let me call it as alpha, let me call here also as alpha, this also will become alpha, right? That means area of this triangle is 5 sine alpha, and the last triangle, if I write it here, this is half into, if I name this as alpha, opposite side of alpha is CD, forget about it, the other two sides are 3 and 4, it is 3 into 4 12, so it is half of 12 sine alpha, or in other language the area of that triangle is 6 sine alpha. But I don't know the values of alpha and theta at this present moment, right? I don't know the values of alpha and theta, but can I say that if I take the ratio of area of triangle APD ratio with my outer triangle area PQR, right? If I take the area ratio with PQR, area of triangle APD, we know that it is 15 sine theta, right? It is 15 sine theta divided by area of triangle PQR, means the same thing I can apply here also. Theta I am taking, opposite side of theta is QR, forget about it, multiply the other two sides are 10 and 10, so it is 100 sine theta, 15 sine theta divided by 100 sine theta. I hope I am making sense. These two will cancel, 3 into 5 is 15, sorry, 3 into 5 is 15, and 5 into 3 is 15, 5 into 20 is nothing but 100, right? 5 into 20 is nothing but 100, but in this case I forgot to write it as half, so it is half into product, so it is actually half of 20, so final value of this ratio will be 3:10. I hope you are understanding, right? I hope you are understanding. Similarly, I have excuse me sir, similarly I have another triangle, that triangle is nothing but BQC. Now if I take area of that triangle BQC or QBC with my outer triangle, once again area of my outer triangle PQR, if I take the ratio, BQC area is 5 sine alpha. Now this is half into, forget about the opposite side of alpha, which is PR, multiply the other two sides, 10 into 80 is 80, so half into 80 sine alpha, or sine alpha will cancel, half of 80 is 40, 5 by 40 is what I am getting in this case, right? 5 by 40 is what I am getting, and the last pair just like that is area of triangle, smaller triangle excuse me sir, DCR divided by area of bigger triangle PQR. If you calculate it similarly, you will get it as, as 3 by 10 once again sir, right? You will get it as 3 by 10 once again. Now can I say excuse me now can I say like this, think little logically, denominator is area of triangle PQR in all the three cases. Now area of triangle PQR here is 10, here it is 40, here it is 10, make this 10 as 40, multiply by 4, this becomes 12 by 40, here already it is 40, make this 10 also as 40, multiply by 4, again it becomes, sorry sir, this will not be 3 by 10 actually, this will be how much? This will be 3 by 20, right? 3 by 20 this will be, right? So this will be 6 by 40, right? This will be 6 by 40. You can calculate it, sir. I calculated for this and this smaller triangle. You can calculate it easily for this. Anyway, let me calculate right now itself. So this is half into, first of all, this is nothing but 6 sin alpha. Numerator is 6 sin alpha. Denominator is 4 into 3 into half. So okay, let me write it if you want to, sir. I don't want you people to get confused. Let me write it off. Why to make you people confused just by ignoring one smaller triangle area? Let me write it. Don't get confused with this value. Now DCR is nothing but 6 sin alpha. PQR is nothing but half into, if I take it as alpha, forget about the opposite side of alpha, which is PQ, multiply the other two sides, it is 8 into 10, 80. So it is half into 80 sin alpha. That is nothing but equal to 6 sin alpha will cancel out. Half of 80 is 40. You are left with 6 by 40. That means first triangle is 12 by 40. Second pair of triangle is 5 by 40. Third pair of triangle is 6 by 40. That means can I say that in all the cases I made the denominator same as 40. That means if the area of triangle PQR is 40, then the area of this smaller triangle PAD or APD will be how much? It will be 12. Area of this triangle will be how much? It will be 5. I hope you are understanding. Similarly, area of this DCR triangle will be how much? It will be 6. That means from the entire bigger triangle PQR, which is 40, these three are 12, 5 and 6. 12 plus 5 is 17. 17 plus 6 is 23. This 3 is contributing 23. That means remaining 17 should be the area of quadrilateral ABCD. That means if PQR is 40, then ABCD will be 17. But question says PQR is not 40. PQR is not 40 according to the question. Then what is the value of PQR, sir? Can I say that PQR is an isosceles triangle, right? It's an isosceles triangle. Area of isosceles triangle is area of PQR. Area of isosceles triangle is B by 4 into root of 4a square minus b square. B value is nothing but an unequal side. It is 8 by 4 into root of 4 into 10 square minus 8 square. If I simplify this, I will get the value as 8 root 21, right? I will get the value as 8 root 21. That means according to my assumption PQR is 40, but question says it is not 40, it is calculated as 8 root 21. Then what should be the calculated value according to the question for ABCD? Cross multiply and simplify. Question mark into 40 is equal to 8 root 21 into 17. So this is 40 into 1, 40 into 5, sorry, 8 into 1, 8 into 5. So this finally becomes question mark is equal to 17 into root 21 divided by 5 centimeter square. Very, very beautiful question. I am telling you, sir, you don't need to write all these things in the examination. Why did I write all these things which I am telling you repeatedly in many problems? Why did I write all these things? For your understanding purpose. You don't need to write all those things in the examination and waste your time in the examination. You can directly do it in the diagram itself. I can also show you how to do it directly in the diagram, but when I write it in the diagram, if I don't explain all these things which I have written on the left side of the screen, your understanding level might be little difficult. Therefore I wrote it. But it is not mandatory to write all these things. I hope I am making sense for every student who is listening to this particular video, sir. This also should be clear. This particular point also should be very, very clear for each and every student who is listening to this class.